ako sa mga politiko. Bola lang ng bola, wala namang aksyon! Duterte na!
Watch the historical event, Rock de Avance, which took place on April 30, 2016 at BGC with over 30,000 people. The event that changed history.
Mga kapwa ko Pilipino, the only reason really why I'm here is simply because I love my country. Matanda na po ako. I don't need the honor. I have enough accolades in my life to make me happy until I die. Help me realize my dream, because it is always glory to God and glory to the country. Maraming salamat.
Part 1, October 30, 8 to 10 p.m. and Part 2, October 31, 7 to 9 p.m. Rock de Avance is an RJ Digi TV exclusive. Don't miss out! You are watching the multi-awarded Radio Bandido TV on Channel 224 Sky Cable and TV Plus boxes. Simulcast on DZRJ 8:10 a.m. Informing, advising, and entertaining the Filipinos and OFWs around the world. Streaming live on www.facebook.com/DZRJ 8:10 a.m. or on YouTube, channel RJAM News. To all Teleradio Bandido viewers and listeners, you can now watch Teleradio Bandido on our new YouTube channel, RJAM News. Hit the subscribe button and like the video. Don't forget to click the bell icon so you get notified when a new video gets uploaded. Don't miss out on our dynamite lineup. Litrato Philippines, hosted by Mike Francisco and Michelle Encarnacion, showcases a variety of wonderful, uplifting beauty queens from all over the world, Philippine tourism, culture, and lifestyle, and issues being faced in our country. Catch them Monday to Friday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. on Teleradio Bandido, Channel 224 Sky Cable, TV Plus boxes, digital free-to-air Channel 29, Facebook.com/DZRJ 8:10 a.m. and YouTube channel RJAM News.
Ayan, magandang hapon po sa lahat po nanonood ng Litrato Philippines, sinishare sa ating tech kung sino ating mga guest, no? Boy, ayan. ayan, magandang hapon po sa lahat po nanonood at meron po na naman tayong mamaya na tatlong queens, no, from Miss Earth. This time, they send me Asia and South Africa. Yes! Woo! Ayan. Mamaya mamimit po sila at mapapalaban na naman po tayo English. Ayan. At sa lahat po ng mga nanonood ng ating programa Litrato Philippines at mapapanood po kami ng live by Sky Cable Channel 224 at sa lahat po ng TV boxes and DTT boxes nationwide. At syempre mapapakinggan niyo po rin po kami sa aming kalapitan DCRJ 10 AM at sa aming social media account facebook.com/DCRJ 10 AM ang aming YouTube channel RJAM News. At for the meantime, no, meron din po kaming apps, no? Itong Radio Garden app. Download nyo lang po yan and then mag-search po yan ng station sa paligid nyo. And then afterwards, search po yung DCRJ 10 AM. Yun, no? Mapapakinggan nyo na kami. Simulcast po yan, sabay-sabay, no? At who knows, someday, no? May sarili na pong apps ang DCRJ 10 AM. Yun! Sana, no? So, I'm wishing, no? Sana magawan kami ng sarili naming app which we can broadcast nationwide via app. No? Ang title ng app namin, DCRJ. Wala pa yun. Ano pa lang ako, nag-wish. Christmas wish. Yan, something ganyan. Sana marinig ako ni boss para at least makagawa ng apps, no? Para sa ating DCRJ 8 AM, no? So, yan, no? Galing, no? Pwedeng i-live yun ng broadcast sa cellphone o either audio or tawag dito TV, ganyan, no? Pwede sa mapanood live, nakalink na doon, no? Galing. Oh, No, I was wishing na sana ganun, no? Anyway, ngayong araw, bago po pakilala ang ating mga guests, wala naman tayong video report, brother, no? Wala. Meron po tayong COVID-19 update muna, no? So, sa mga nagtatanong, ano po yung ating COVID-19 update sa mga hindi po na tumitingin sa DOH? Ayan. Ako po ang mangungulit sa inyo para po inform kayo kung ano yung data ng ating Department of Health, no? As of yesterday, 4 p.m., dagdagan po tayo ng 4,393,000 new active cases, and number of healing person or cured person is 8,470. And then yung number of deaths na nadagdag is 135. Marami-rami po yun, no? Ang kabuuan bilang po ng ating COVID-19 sa ating bansa is 2,765,672. At ang active cases naman ay nananatiling 53,642. At ang total of number na gumaling o healed, no, is 2,669,953, and the number total of deaths is 42,077. Marami-rami po yan, no? And now, no, I think they are ready to be introduced, no? Actually, no, I didn't give anything from them. I didn't ask to prepare something like that. So, ano to? Live and impromptu. Tanong ko, sagot nila. What I ask, they will answer me directly without any notes, something like that, no? So, let's introduce them one by one, no? And this is live, no? And we are live on the Philippine television for those who are watching from other country via facebook.com/DCRJ. Hello there, how are you? From Australia, Bangladesh, and Zimbabwe. Woo! Yeah. Okay, let's introduce first our guest, which is actually the former queen is a friend of mine. She is very kind. And actually, when my dogs died, she sent me some when my dog is sick, she sent me something in order to buy some medicine. No? So I didn't ask anything from her, but I was so shocked. No? She sent me something on my email, no, via PayPal. So I thought, why you send me something I didn't ask? So, this is I'm just asking her for a cure. No, actually. Do you know what particular medicine I can cure my dog through this temper? She told me that she didn't answer actually, and then after that, 2 days after, she sent me an email saying that she sent something on my PayPal. So I was so shocked, so thinking, oh, why you send money so you can buy your medicine? So I don't know the medicine yet. Sabi niya, I should ask my friend Beth. Friends here in Australia so that I will know, no? And by the time she answered, my dog is already died. No? That's why I'm so sad on that. But it's okay. I have new dogs with me. We have 3 new pets. You know, like I said, no, when someone left, somebody will came, no, and they are plenty. I lost one dog and God gave me 3 dogs, 3 new dogs, no? That's why I'm so very happy, no, that I have my 3 new little dogs here, and they are roaming everywhere. Anyway, let's introduce our new guest from Australia, no? She was Australian born and raised, but lived in Indonesia for a couple of years when she was a child, no? She worked as a customer consultant for a luxury brand, growing myself with customer service, communication, and organizational skills. She was recommended to compete in Miss Earth Australia by friends of her who are very well experienced in pageant world. Who was that? No, I want to know. Was that your friend who were experience in pageant world? No, she looked into Miss Earth even more, and so their slogan, "Beauty with a Cause." Yes, this is it, and I find that personally inspiring because it means that Miss Earth beauty queens are more than just a look. No, they have passion, a drive, and depth within that wants to really make a difference in their society. She was so blessed to have such loving and supportive family. Her parents separated when she was young, and eventually her sister and herself were taken care by their aunt and uncle, whom who have a privilege also called her parents. No, it wasn't for my past circumstances, I would not be here today. I'm beyond grateful to be loved by not one but two sets of parents. They all hope have taught me to be thankful with everything, to count my blessing and to speak with humility. Our parents are pastors and have been serving the ministry full time for over 20 years, seeing them dedicated their life um, um, into church and to the community has greatly influenced to take back and contribute to her community and to be boys who can make a positive impact as a woman and can strive to make our earth more sustainable for our future generation. Let's welcome our very beautiful guest from Miss Australia, no other than Miss PB Soyo, Giono. That's it.
That was
Am I
so close.
Soy Giono? Is that right?
It's Sugiono, but that was very close. Well done. Not many people.
How do I pronounce this? Your last name? Sio, ano?
Sugiono.
Sio Gono.
Sugiono.
Sio Gono.
Sugiono.
So Giono. So
Yes,
Giono.
yes.
Yeah,
Well
so
done.
Giono. Yan.
Yes.
Pinahirapan yun. I twist my tongue already for that. Anyway, I'm glad that you're the new representative of Miss Earth Australia. Actually, Brittany Dixon is my friend. No, that like I told you that she helped me before when my dog dies. No, actually, when my dog is sick and then recently died after 2 days or 3 days because of his temper. And luckily, my other dogs give new three puppies. No, so maybe like I said, no, someone when somebody's gone, somebody will comes. No, I mean something like that. No, when God put tears in your eyes, you want to put a rainbow in your heart, something like that. Oh, that's why I'm so blessed, I think. And then they are very how do I call it? Cute. And then, they are very I mean they're roaming around and very playful, something like that. Sometimes they take everything from me, like I have my cell phone, they will bite my cell phone and take it away, something like oh, something like that. Yeah, that was my problem sometimes. Where's my cell phone? And I saw this someone tapping my cell phone. Oh, that was the yeah, but they are very cute, and they actually I'm so glad they didn't break my phone. Oh,
Your dogs. What breed?
yes, they maybe they're curious. I just I just keep tapping my phone, so they're thinking they can tap it too. Something like that. Oh, maybe they were thinking, no. Anyway, let's no before I introduce the other candidates from other country. Is Zimbabwe here? Not yet. Miss Jemmy. Where's Jemmy? I think Jemmy. I'll just ask the tech where is Jemmy. But anyway, can you tell us more first? What actually Brittany is informing me every now and then. But recently she was so busy on Mrs. Uh, Australia Earth, something like that. Is that right?
Oh,
Oh,
Miss Australia.
yeah, Miss Earth Australia and Mrs. They have a package with like Mrs. I just forgot.
Oh, yes, they do.
And then she was also the host, and so was she was so busy for the rest of the month for 2 months or three, something like that. And that is why I didn't hear from her from, update in Australia. But before, she was keep updating me what's happening there. Can we ask, no? Oo. Nakabaliktad si Zimbabwe. Ayan. Later, we will just ask her to fix. Zimbabwe, can you fix your camera first so that we can show you on the screen? Anyway, can we ask the status in Australia right now? Is it open for tourists? And everybody, I mean, the business is already open to all, and the children will go back to the school. And what are the protocols the government are doing in order to protect your people? Go ahead, Miss Australia.
So yeah, everything's opened back up now, which is amazing. I see lines everywhere, like lines to restaurants, to bars. So everyone's really wanting to get out there and socialize with everyone, which is fair enough because we were in lockdown for 4 months. So it's so nice to be able to sit down at a restaurant and eat. The protocols that Australia has been doing still is we still have to wear a mask when we're out on public transport, when we're out and about. I work in retail, so I have to wear a mask when I'm working as well. I don't know exactly when they're going to take that away. But yeah, we have to wear a mask, just make sure everything is sanitized. And the law is that we also do have to be double vaccinated to go into the stores and to eat at restaurants as well.
Actually, I you know what? I feel something that you are, because you're Asian, but you look like Filipina. Is there everybody told you that you look like Filipina?
Yes, that's such a big compliment. Everyone thinks I either look Filipina or I'm half Australian, half Filipino.
Yes, yeah. That I was thinking when I saw your photo, but since you said you came from Bangladesh, oh maybe that's why our culture and ethnic are maybe the same, That's why, and then that is why you look like a Filipina. But I don't know. Have you already talked and meet Brittany already recently?
I have spoken to her over social media, over messages. She's been really supportive, and because she's had so much experience with the pageant, the advice that she gives me, I always take it in because she's definitely experienced it more than me. But I haven't seen her in real life. Hopefully, we're going to have a grand coronation sometime in November, so I'll be able to meet her then.
Yeah, okay, Brittany is a good person. That's why I love her too, I love her as a friend, Don't think too much. Oh, and Brittany is a very empowered woman, I like her spirits and like her, her advocacy and keep pushing it, to make it happen, That's why. We love Brittany so much. I was so sad that I didn't meet her personally because of pandemic. But hopefully, when everybody's open or Philippines are open for tourists, maybe Brittany can visit also here in the Philippines so that I can meet her. Or maybe I'll be the one who going to Australia. Yeah. Oh, and I love Sydney, Oh. Sydney is actually remember Nemo?
Finding Nemo, yes.
Oh
yes.
yeah. Oh, it was more. Is the story more about in Sydney, right?
Yeah. Sherman 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
That's why I miss Dorothy also.
Oh, you mean Dory? Dory the blue.
Dory. Yeah.
That's Wizards of Oz, Dorothy. Close.
Dory, I thought this is Dorothy. But Nemo, Dorothy is Dory is one of my favorite character. Even Dory has a little amnesia, right?
Yes.
But I still remember that movie way back when I was I was college. I just forgot. Or maybe no, I'm already working that at that time, 2011, 2010, 2009, 10, or I don't know, I just forgot the
that was released a long time ago. 2004 maybe? 2006?
Oh, maybe 2004. It's around 2000, something like that. Anyway, One more. How about the kids? Are they going face-to-face class or they're still online?
Yeah, so my brothers are in high school, so they just went back to school this week, so a few days
Mhm.
ago. So again, after like four months of being at home, they were doing online teachings. They're now back at school, so it's good.
I think the high school students are already vaccinated, right?
Yeah, they're back. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's why they are allowed. But how about the kids? The little one,
My younger
the
brothers.
elementary, yes, or
So,
the
my one is 16 and one is 14.
14. I mean, how about the little kids? Are they going also to have a face-to-face in school in Australia right now?
I'm pretty sure yes. In primary school, yes. I'm not quite sure about preschool and actually yes. Daycare as well. They're back there. Yeah, because my sister works in daycare, so they are back. They're all back.
Wow, no, that's good to hear. Anyway, let's introduce the other guests. Let's go with who's next? Here, no? From Bangladesh, no? Actually, you are also from Bangladesh, right? Australia,
No, I'm from I'm of
Indonesia,
Indonesian. Yeah.
Indonesia,
Yeah.
Indonesia. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
I just slipped my ano no. I thought
Woman
you're
of the
also
law.
from
So
Bangladesh. You're from Indonesia. No?
yes.
And here, no, another a Filipina look like also, no. We will introduce our next guest from Bangladesh, no. She is 21 years old, environmental science student and researcher, currently working as a digital marketer and content creator in Bangladesh. She is an also environmental activist, presenter, model, and theater artist in her country. She would like to introduce herself as a believer in sustainable development and affirmative action for Mother Nature. She is also a travel enthusiast. She loves to travel to explore different cultures and people of her country. Let's welcome our beautiful representative of Miss Earth Bangladesh 2021, no other than Samilatun Naima.
Thank you.
Did
Thank you
I
for a wonderful introduction.
pronounce it correctly?
Oh, that's fine. Everyone has a hard time.
How do I pronounce your name? How do I pronounce your name?
It's Umme Zamilatun Naima. Umme Zamilatun Naima. Zamilatun means
Okay.
beautiful.
Samilatun Naima. Naima.
It's an Arabic name.
Mm-mm. Anyway, this is Arabic name. That is right? Ume?
Yes. Yes.
So means you're half Arab, half Bangladesh.
No, not really. I am a Muslim, so that's why my name is Arabic.
So it's Arabic. It's okay.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know your culture yet. Maybe I'll ask it later. But first, can we know about what's happening in Bangladesh? Like, as of now, no, are you open for tourists and or your businesses are closed and the economy are going up and the kids and the children, no, are they go back to the school face to face? Can we know more about your country right now, Miss Bangladesh?
So the COVID situation is normal right now, comparatively than before. So the schools are open, the college and universities are open. My brother's in high school. His college is open too, and almost not everyone is vaccinated. We have started vaccinating from starting from old people to people from 25-year-old age and above. And yeah, that's the situation in our country right now. Everything is open for two reasons. Although I haven't gone somewhere yet because of the
Yeah.
competition, I really hope I can travel very, very soon.
Can I ask you also, is in your country, they also required to wear face masks until now? Did you?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Oh yeah, sorry. I mean, in your country is still no requiring people to wear face masks most of the time.
Yes, of course. We have to wear face masks.
Mm-mm. They need to wear face mask, no? Oo. How about you,
Can you hear
PB? How about you, PB? In Australia and in Indonesia too, are people are required to wear face masks until now?
Yeah, so we do have to wear face mask here wherever we go. If there are a lot of rules outside, like cafes, let's say, it says no mask, no service. So you do have to be wearing a mask at all times.
And
Of
I think no,
course, like besides eating.
I think Europe is one of the best country until now. They are not allowed people to wear face masks. No, how is that? No, and so because they are already vaccinated, most of the people are vaccinated, and the kids they are waiting for the WHO approval, no, to vaccinate the 5 years old above. I mean, kids so that they can go out as well. I mean, they cannot wear face masks too because but they said no in school in Europe they didn't require the student to wear face masks, especially the kids because maybe they will have a difficulty of breathing, something like that. That's why they asked the kids not to wear face masks anymore. But limited people in the class, and they are asking those students to remain on group, not collaborate in other groups, so that if something happen, I mean someone will be infected, only that group will be quarantined. That's what their protocols they are doing in order to protect other kids. No, but they are not allowed to wear face masks anymore. No, because I was so amazed. No, that the country allowing people not to wear face mask. Anyway, let's go to oh my gosh, what happened? Are we on the ceiling? Ayan, maybe I'll just wait to Jamie, no? What happened to Jamie? I saw a guy someone earlier. Oh, I hope he's okay. Oh, maybe I think maybe they lost. I mean, I'm the signal or whatsoever. But I hope she can fix the ano. While waiting for Jamie, let's proceed no muna to other question. How about the I thought there someone messaged me about Jamie. How about the environmental issue that your country is facing right now? Miss Bangladesh, since you're the last one I spoke, can you told us what are the environmental issues that Bangladesh is facing right now?
Uh, the environmental issues we are facing right now are mainly extreme weather events. The summer is extremely hot and the winter is extremely cold. And during the monsoon, we face extreme rainfall, which is leading to people in the coastal regions uh, uh, having to face displacement due to climate change. And ours is a developing country, so the impact of climate change is more in our country.
Mm-mm.
And
And
especially the people in the borderline, in the coastal regions, they are being victims.
mhm. And how about the waste? Are you already having getting rid of it, or have a solution on it in order to also I mean, most country has a waste problem. How about in Bangladesh?
Uh, I think my advocacy is actually working with waste management because we have not gone very far with managing our wastes I'm working with the plastic wastes or the even the cigarette filters that we are throwing out in the environment. We don't have good rules in our country, to be honest, about about the proper management of waste. So I'm working, it's a part of my advocacy to work with waste management and the proper management of waste.
But Bangladesh is a good country. I mean, there's a lot of trees also and
Yeah,
mountains. Is that right? And it's a greener country.
yeah.
So is it still a greener country or I was to be honest, no. Here in our country, we're abundant of trees and mountains. No, what happened? Something recently around 2 years, 3 years ago, some of the mountain has been, cut or make it on, make it horizontal land, no? Instead of, instead of, putting some plants or trees, no? They just use it for subdivision, airport, something like that, or something that we can be useful for our economy. And some trees are still cut because of lot of demands on woods for making house or some other requirements like tables, furniture, something like that. No, and while the others are buying some land, forest land and make it subdivision. That was the problem sometimes in our country, no? They want to have a progressive economy, but the problem is you know, they are cutting trees, everything. That's the problem we are facing. But our government still no doing their best to catch and penalize those illegal loggers, no, and illegal mining personalities, no. And I hope no our government will still do their best in order to catch those people. And how about in Bangladesh? Still, are you proud that your government is still protecting your environment, especially your mountainous trees?
Yes, yes, I am. The government is trying its best, but it's all about the collective effort. The government can try to pass the laws, but we have to follow the rules. Our country is one of those countries which has its own environmental code.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a lot of environmental laws, but they are not implemented properly. So the proper implementation is required, and our collective effort is also required. But I'm proud of how my country is dealing with the current scenario, and I hope through collective effort we can overcome this environmental issues that we are facing. If we, the young generation, we are very conscious, and we are well aware of the environmental issues that we are facing in our country. So I think if we work together, it's possible to tackle the environmental issues.
Mm. How about you, Miss Australia? What are the environmental issue Australia facing right now? And it is not proper to ask Indonesia because I know someone from Indonesia should tell us no about this. But since you're representative of Australia, can you tell us about Australia's problems when it terms on environmental issues?
Yes. So like with Miss Bangladesh, how their country is facing extreme weather. So is Australia, and Australia is such a beautiful country, but we also have like one of the driest weathers in the world.
Dry
So,
weather.
yeah, so very dry weather. So I don't know if you heard about the bushfires last year.
Yes, last year.
it was one of the darkest days for Australia, and we've been getting a lot of extreme weather, from bushfires to flooding, and it's been nonstop recently. And the bushfires, have not only killed trees, but it's killed livelihood. It's killed, it's destroyed homes and a lot of wildlife. So that is something that really needs to be preserved. And there is a company called Worldwide Fund that is trying to cater to the endangered species to make sure that they all have homes. So that's one of the issues that we're facing. Also, deforestation, how our land, because we have such a big land, we have so many trees, big companies are actually getting rid of trees without replacing them on time. So that's what deforestation is. And that's why we have to, we have to be a voice, and we have to try and make more informed decisions to buy, what's that? FSC certified products, which means you're buying from a company that replaces their trees. So pretty much there's an equilibrium. So when you take away something, you have to replace it. So that's what those companies are doing. So what is it? Deforestation. We also have overfishing. That's another problem of ours. Recently, we have had really low levels of fish, and which is not good for the ecosystem, and it's not good for people as well, because that means there are thousands of jobs that are lost because the company cannot keep up. So that is also another issue that we are facing. I feel like those issues are actually something that a lot of other countries are facing as well, but Australia, we're trying to tackle it head on.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, since I see Jemina or Jeppy earlier, so can we ask her to open her cam again so that we can introduce her properly? Jeppy, are you already here? Yeah, no, that's good. Anyway, let's introduce our next guest from Zimbabwe. No, she is a 21 years old professional model, third year finance student at the National University of Science and Technology, and apparel entrepreneur. Her advocacy lies on inclusive education, which is best reflected on the way she utilized her platform. She worked with more than 70 girls in Zimbabwe towards creating a strong channel of passing the message of saving the planet and other prominent issues affecting people like mental health. She seeks to live purposeful life for spreading hope, love, and kindness towards healing Mother Earth. The young lady comes from family of four, the youngest and the tallest. She seeks to use her story towards body possibility, empowering females to step out and stand tall. In spare time, she plays basketball and likes traveling to local cities in her country, showcasing the beauty of nature and ensuring a lot of people are hands in with environmental care. Her clothing line is inspired towards portraying confident females and spreading more awareness and importance of body possibility. In the past few years in her pageantry journey, she has attained several titles, including Miss Super Globe Africa 2019, and she more than delighted to take part of Miss Earth Beauty pageant. Let's welcome our beautiful guest from Zimbabwe, Jemina Mandemwa. Did I pronounce it correct?
Mabuhay, Philippines. For the
Mabuhay.
name, almost.
Yeah, who taught you mabuhay? Do you have friends in South Africa who can speak Tagalog?
No, I actually utilize YouTube to learn more of the Filipino language.
Wow.
It's so much. I'm really interested in your diverse culture.
We thank you for that, no, for preparing some Filipino words so that our viewers will be amazed to see you speaking Tagalog. Now, you're fluent, mabuhay. You said mabuhay, no? It means long live, something like that. Yeah. Anyway, Jemina, did I pronounce your name correctly? Jemina Mandemwa.
Well, you're pretty close to pronouncing it correctly.
Pretty close.
Not
Oh my gosh. Okay,
That's
go
the
ahead.
only one who really goes.
Can you pronounce it correctly so that I can follow?
All right, so it's Jemima Mandemwa.
Jemima Mandemwa. And
Yes.
then I pronounce it correct?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, okay. Everybody should should take the second chance, no? There's no more third. No, there's no more third chance. So guys, when you broke someone's heart, you have only second chance, no third option for it, no? So you have to make it right and listen to them carefully. Oh, is that did I do it correctly, Jemima? Oh, di
Yes, you
ba?
did.
Anyway, let's go no to ask what's happening in Zimbabwe. No? Everybody here in the Philippines are always curious, no, what's happening in other countries. That's why we ask, no. Is this your country is open for tourists and also how about the businesses or the economy are already on a process, or I mean or back to normal, I mean, and also the kids are going back to the school. Can you tell us more, Miss Zimbabwe or
Okay,
Jemima?
so the situation back in Zimbabwe is a bit loosened up than the previous months. So we see children from schools have opened, but only certain candidates are going to school. Not every school child is going to school as usual, but they're setting in timetables just to limit the number of children that go to school. And businesses have opened, and also the economy is slowly getting back to its usual state, and people are growing, but then the economy as well. So in as much as we have opened up some avenues within our economy, we are also having strict precautions being taken into consideration, given that we still wear our masks. It's really mandatory for each and every person in Zimbabwe to wear a mask wherever they are. And we are encouraging people to vaccinate. So at least if we can have 90 and more % of people vaccinated within our country, because for someone to actually come over to Zimbabwe and to be on any part of Zimbabwe, you need to be having a vaccination card. So it's something that's also mandatory just to encourage people to fight coronavirus. And also we have other practices that we've been doing, like sanitizing and also maintaining a 2 meters social distancing, just to ensure that we do not spread the virus, because it has affected us way too much. We've lost a lot of lives, but we are really trying and putting in so much effort as Zimbabwe just to combat this global pandemic that has affected us so much. But I'm really happy with the progress that we're making as a country. The cases have really went down, and we are progressing in all avenues. And we're also opening up the business platform to international investors slowly, but are still coming up with ways of just maintaining the safety precautions.
How about the since I asked them already about the environmental issue in their country, can you tell us also what are the environmental issues that Zimbabwe is facing right now?
Well, I would say that we are greatly hit by climate change currently, rather, because October is supposed to be our month where we are in a hot summer season, but there is so much of fluctuations on the weather. One day is cold, the next is hot. So it has even affected our electricity as well. So currently there's no ZESA, there's no electricity, there are power cuts, and it's really affecting a lot of people, and also the health of people as well. So in as much as we're facing climate change, it's only a little percentage of people that know it is climate change. A lot of people are just having this perception that no, it's normal, it's just a change in weather, it's just normal, but people are just not realizing that it's climate change that we're affected with. And we are not ready really to say that what if something, a natural disaster comes by, we won't be ready to just be out there and say, okay, we're ready to just face this. But instead, I believe that whenever a natural disaster occurs, it's always best to avoid something than to seek a cure for it, than to seek a cure for it. It's always prevention is always good for something. So we're faced by climate change, and also we're having minor parts of Zimbabwe still not putting in more effort on afforestation. There's so much of deforestation, and mostly in rural areas, people do this for survival. But as Miss Earth Zimbabwe, I'm just using my platform to speak to people and encourage them to use other means of power like biogas and solar energy to avoid cutting down trees. And also the other challenge that we're faced with in one of our dry parts of Zimbabwe, that is in Matebele North Province, people are still practicing ways that are not normal for farming, which lead to soil erosion and siltation, which is really something that is affecting ecosystems, making them die each and every single moment. So in Zimbabwe, is climate change, deforestation, soil erosion, and as Miss Earth Zimbabwe, I'm just putting in the effort just to encourage people to seek other means of survival and to just preserve the nature that we have.
Ayun, no? At I seen my friend from Australia here, Sir Hector Calara, no? She said, hi Mike, hope everything's good in Manila. Yes, everything is good, and we are on alert level 3, no? I heard next month or on December, they are taking it to alert level 1. No? And hopefully more people can, go out and enjoy life and stop hiding in their house anymore. No? Oo, because for many months, and including children, no, are suffered some mental health because they are still not allowed to go out. That's why maybe it's time to enjoy the fresh air, the good nature as well. No, maybe I hope the government will allow them to go into sports also, like and also some visiting some places so that they can enjoy swimming and hiking, something like that. No, so that the children will be going back to normal again. No, I'm hoping, and everybody, kids out there, I hope you're doing good and fine. Just listen to your parents, and nothing will happen to you. Do you think that it will make you bad? No, something like that. Anyway, a lot of people also asking, saying, Miss Bangladesh is so gorgeous. Wow, no, even Miss Australia and Jemima, no, they are all gorgeous, no, and Naima Apu, Naima, you're Miss Naima, you're Naima, no, they call you Naima. Anyway, what does Apu means?
Apu means sister. When you have
Sister.
when you have an elder sister, you call her Apu.
Apu. Okay. I have one question before we going out on our last minutes of our program, and this is I'll make it more I'll make it more reality than making something sure as a question, just like a dream. No? If someone wants sponsor, or there is a sponsor, a group of sponsor will ask you or grant you one wish, and they will make it happen. No, what is it? No? Like I said, if there's a group of sponsor or one sponsor, ask you, what do you want? What do you want? I mean, I'll grant you one wish, and we will make it happen. What is it, and why? No? Can you start? Since you answer already Bangladesh about Apu, can you start it? Or you want me to Jemima first? Jemima, can you answer? Not yet. How about you, PB?
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, PB.
So
What is it?
So a few days ago, a different person actually asked me this question, and my answer was to have no poverty, because I'm so blessed to be living in this country where we have an abundance of everything and we're never lacking in food, in water, in shelter. But there are other countries out there that need to put in so much work and walk so many miles just to get, a bucket of water or just to get some food for their family. And I consider that just unfair and just really just disheartening and sad that other countries can't even get the basic necessities when I'm over here, having an abundance of everything. And that would be my wish, that there would be no poverty at all. I feel that it's inhumane, and in the future I would really love to travel to those countries and really help build schools and help communities. And I need to start with my community first, and then I will definitely reach out. So that is my answer.
Wow, that's very good, no? Actually, no, I don't think the sponsor can I mean they can work with COVID, no, but they can do something better, like giving foods and helping people, no. I think that's what they can do, but they cannot stop COVID.
Oh no,
The
definitely a wish, but to give food to help lessen the poverty for sure. But
yes, so they need it, no. Oh, this is a very humane answer. I mean, you are asking not for you, but for someone, or for everyone who are suffering in this pandemic. How about you, Bangladesh? What was your wish for your sponsors? If they will make it happen, what is it? What is it?
Ensuring good and clean environment, and taking the climate crisis seriously, making people believe that we are in the middle of a climate crisis, actually.
Yeah.
Because we can tackle all other situations if like just as Ban Ki-moon said, that if we can find a solution to one problem, it must be the solution to all the other problems. So I think one of the major problems that we are facing right now in the world is climate crisis, and it is very serious. Everything is interconnected to this one problem. So if we take it seriously, if we work on tackling climate crisis, we can actually solve the other issues.
Yes, I agree with you. Congratulations. That. For the viewers, no, Miss Bangladesh pointing out that we need to focus, or he will ask for the sponsors to focus on climate change. So maybe the sponsors cannot make it happen, but if they will work together and convince other people, including government, they can do it fairly, no? And I believe on that.
In my country, I have been working with small projects. I am an aspiring environmentalist, so I'm also a researcher. So I do surveys and travel to places for data collection, and I know the problems. I don't know, I might not know all the problems, but I study about the facts and the issues, scientific issues, and the scientific solutions to those problems. I study about those things. So I have been designing projects, small projects. And for those projects, for the implementation of those projects, we would need sponsors, we would need financial support. But it's very sad that in our country, it's not just in our country, I would say. It's, if I talk about the whole world, no one's taking climate crisis seriously. Because after this pandemic, the coronavirus pandemic, the next wave is supposed to be climate crisis and mental illness. All of this are interconnected to each other. So I have not been getting the financial support that I needed all this time. So and I'm still a student. I'm still a part-time employee. So I cannot afford to launch a big project in my country if I cannot believe my people in my in my projects and what I'm planning to do. So yes, that would
I
be my
do
wish.
believe, I do believe, Ume, that it will happen, no? And the sponsor will lead you to the right path, no? When they do that, no? We need just we just need to work together, no, in order to make it happen. Like what Miss Australia said, no, she was longing for people who are not, I mean, are not enough or lucky enough to have some food and waters in their uh, uh, family, and I hope those sponsors will help them, no, to provide things that they don't have, no, and that is the good things, no, that we will make it together. We can do it, and we will do it together, hand in hand. No? And how about you, Jemima? Jemima, can you tell us when there's sponsors that granted you a wish and they will make it happen? What is it?
Well, as an environmental activist that strongly believes in teamwork, I would really appreciate being granted the wish to work with the United Nations in impacting knowledge on climate change. So currently, we're only 4 days away from the UN Climate Summit, that's speaking on zero net gas emissions and all that. So if I'm to be granted an opportunity to work with the United Nations, that would be more like a starting point for me to work with different diverse communities all over the globe, just to impact knowledge on climate change and to just bring forth hope and healing to Mother Earth. So if I'm just to be put on that platform, it will open up further more doors for me to really be out there on the field and get to discover what people are actually facing. For example, here in Africa, we're greatly hit by climate change, and it will be more than and I'll be more than appreciative to actually work with the United Nations towards saving communities and also engage in the rest of the world just to be a part of the impact. So currently there's the so-called Paris Agreement. Some countries pulled out and some are still putting in more efforts towards complying to the agreement. And within those efforts that are put within the efforts that are put by the United Nations, it encourages me to, as an environmental activist, to stand up for something that heals Mother Earth. And it will be more than my wish to just stand there and just speak what I have for the world and to just use the voice and the platform to impact people on the knowledge on climate change. So the more we have people united, working hands-on to bring the best out of Mother Earth, the more we can impact the world. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for that. No? And I do believe that we can do it together. Actually, you have the same number with Ume, no? But I think since both of you are asking with that, no, maybe the sponsor needs more funds to make it happen, no, because we're not talking about your country, but also we're talking about worldwide. Like, is that right, Jemima and Ume? Yeah, no? And I know PB also is supporting you for that, but for me, no, on a part of reality, in spite of dreams, like I said, um, that's why I'm asking question which is comes near to reality. And I salute Miss Australia because I think the sponsor can do that actually. How in you, I mean, in your request, like Zimbabwe and Bangladesh, yes, it will make it happen, but we need more people to make it happen. Unlike Miss PB or Miss Australia, I think on Snap, they can do it, no, anytime, no, and if PB asking for world, no, and more people will come, will help PB, no, to make it happen, no? And then actually PB, no, since you answered that, my group, no, here in the Philippines, I have a lot of empowered women who helping people who is less fortunate and have not foods on their I don't know, on their table, no, that's why we give them foods, we give them, you know, something that they can eat, no, every day, no, and we're very lucky enough to have those friends, no, and I hope maybe it will give you I mean a hope, no, that if we can do it here in the Philippines, we can do it in other countries too. Yeah. Anyway, no, we will give you actually, no, malapit na we have a least time, no. I think we have only 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Can you make it a final thanks for people who help you? I think 30 seconds is enough. Go ahead, Miss Australia. Go ahead.
Oh, yes. Well, thank you to everyone who's watching and listening. I hope some of you have taken something out of what I have said, or Miss Bangladesh or Miss Zimbabwe, because they all have very important information. And basically, the thing that we want to do is to change the world in a positive way and to change our own environment in our own different ways, because the environment is such a broad word, but we all have strengths in different industries. And I do believe that the three of us can make a positive impact on the environment. So thank you so much again, Mr. Francisco, for having us today. And for everyone listening and watching, I hope you all enjoyed it.
Ang galang, ha, Mr. Francisco. You're two gentle women for me. And how about Ume? Final word, 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me here. Thanks for everyone who's watching. And I'm honored, and it's a pleasure to be here along with these wonderful art queens, my fellow art queens. Thank you so much for whatever you had to say. And as I said, I'm a believer in sustainable development and affirmative action for Mother Nature. And I believe that together we can make a change, we can bring an impact for Mother Nature.
Yeah. Okay, no. Thank you, Ume. Bangladesh, 10 seconds. I'm sorry because our is flagging me. Go ahead, Jemima. Go ahead.
I'm more than happy to be today to be granted this opportunity to use my voice and to speak to the rest of Philippines and the amazing fellow.
Okay. She hung, no? Ayan, no? Jemima, thank you very much. And PB, thank you very much. Ume, thank you very much. And hopefully, no, for those people who are watching, thank you very much for us. Susunod na po yung programang Trending News si kasamang Banat B. Thank you, everyone. See you tomorrow at 1 to 2 p.m. Thank you, Miss Earth Queens. Thank you, Zimbabwe. Thank you, Ume. Thank you, PB. Bye-bye. Thank you po. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
The views and comments of the hosts and guests are not necessarily those of the station.